Hello everyone, today we will share about gradient map starter kit to the next level. Let's go. Introduction. Before using gradient map, we need to make sure our art will already have tone or value in it and not only line art. We need to at least color in grayscale to allow the gradient map to work properly. I will perform 5 demonstrations on how to apply gradient map. First, quick coloring from grayscale. Here I have prepared my character in grayscale value. Let's start color it with simple brown monochrome color to create nostalgic effect using gradient map. 2 ways to apply gradient map. First, go to layer, new correction layer, gradient map. Second way, go to this 3 line in layer window, new correction layer, gradient map. At first, the gradient map window will appear in black and white color. You can change the color by double click available gradient set. Or select the set and click this button named Load to Gradient Bar. You can also manually change the color you want by click the node or arrow and go to the specific color to change it to your preferable color. The node works as bookmark to the chosen color in the gradient bar. To add another node to the bar, simply click on the wanted area below the gradient bar and pick the color you want. Press OK to register the chosen color. You can also slide the node to the right or left to adjust the value. The left bar reads darker value while the right bar reads brighter value. To delete node, click on the node you want to delete and click this trash logo. There is drop down in the gradient set that categorizes 4 sets to choose from. There are somber shade, sky, effect, and tool read only. To find out what is the use of the button, you can figure out other button by hovering your cursor there without clicking it. After finish editing, don't forget to press OK to apply the gradient map. If it's hard to come up with color to put in the bar, I recommend to start by using the available set. You can further adjust it by adding or changing the color to your liking. I will start by using the somber shade red by double click it. This is the first appearance of the somber shade applied here. Since it's still not like how I want it, I will adjust it by deleting the gray color and change the color to more orange. Done. Here is the result of applying monochrome color using gradient map. You can put more effect like adding texture to polish it further. Second is layering effect using gradient map. I will use this grayscale forest that I've painted beforehand. We will combine some gradient map by layering it to perform better result. I will also use mixing red curve to better the gradient map applied to the art. First, let's create gradient map like previous step. Layer, new correction layer, gradient map. As usual, I will start by using the available gradient set, which is somber shade green. Since I don't want the dark color to be in gray, I will change it to dark green and put some additional color too. And here is it. To bulk some area more, I will adjust its missing red curve. First, select the node we want to edit the mixing amount to its right color, not the left. Then check the mixing red curve spots. First appearance will be like this. In horizontal axis, we have left node and right node. While in vertical axis, we have right color and left color. Left node will be the color we choose to edit, while right node will be the right side of the color we choose. To add node to the curve, simply click on the curve and drag the node to the wanted area. If you want to delete node, simply drag the node towards outside of the curve. I want to adjust first node, which is dark green, to stand out more to emphasize the shadow. I will make the second node of green to absorb the first node or dark green more. I delete the unnecessary node to redo the curve. And I lower the right node towards the left color. Remember to consider the outcome and not overdo it to avoid the color becomes stiff. Click OK to apply the edit. Here is the comparison before and after editing the mixing red curve. take a look at the changes in the darkest shadow. Instead of only using green palette in forest, we can improve our artwork by layering other color using gradient map. Utilize the layer mask to hide and show some parts in different gradient map. To hide some areas in the layer mask, use eraser or airbrush with transparent color. To show areas in the layer mask, you can use any brush to draw it. I want to add cool color as the shadow for the tree. Let's create the gradient map first. From the drop-down, go to the sky set and pick blue sky dark gradient. Click OK to apply it. I set it to normal blending with 50% opacity. I will erase the brighter part to just expose this gradient to shadow part. I use airbrush with transparent color to erase it in layer mask. Here is how it looked like. To go further, we can add some glow effect in the forest. Let's make sunset vibe. Let's start create the gradient map. In the sky set, I will use sunset dark gradient. Click OK to apply it. I set it to add glow blending mode with 100% opacity. I will erase the shadow part in the layer mask using airbrush with transparent color. And here is the final result. The third is to color each and everything. To vary the color in your artwork, utilize layer mask to apply the gradient to specific area. This time we will color each object or parts with different gradient. To apply the gradient only on specific area, use selection tool to select the area first, then create the gradient map. It will automatically apply the gradient map only on the selected area. Other way, we can create the gradient map first, then erase the unwanted area. Firstly, I want to color the character's skin, so I selected the character's skin. If you have separated layer for skin, you could simply clip the gradient map to the skin layer, no need to select it first. After I've selected the skin area, I go create the gradient map. I will start from using somber shade red and edit the gradient bar to skin color, and here is how it looked like after I've arranged the gradient for a while. I will continue by repeating this step for the hair, shirt, background, etc. And here is how it looks like after I've picked gradient map for all parts. It can be quite challenging to create new gradient map at first. It'll be easier for next time if you save the gradient map that you have arranged one you're satisfied with. You can reuse it for other parts or other occasions. There are so many great external gradient sets that you can download. You can also add texture to make it look prettier. The fourth is combine different color effects. Another trick to use gradient map is to combine two or more colors together. The main key is to use layer mask well. Create new gradient map and combine it with different gradient sets to achieve many combinations of colors in one pieces. You can also combine it with finished artwork to make a whole new different art. Here I have my finished artwork which I want to make Hawa with to have nostalgic effect while her hair blow. Let's start create the gradient map first. I go to the sky set and pick sunset purple. I will hide all the gradient map first by using eraser to erase it in layer mask. Then I use cross-hatching brush in the decoration subtool and repaint it in the layer mask to show which area you want it to appear. And here is the final result. The fifth is to color material or object with gradient map. To color object with many colors in it, we need to understand where the shadow and light are, and utilize the grayscale value to create many beautiful color combinations. You can try collecting the main color palette and put it in the gradient bar first before I adjust it to more precise gradient map. Let's start create the gradient map. I will click the gradient map to the layer I want to apply the gradient. Let's take the blue sky set for example. Since I already have separated layer for each object, I will move the gradient above the wanted layer and press the click button to apply it to only specific layer. I will start arrange the gradient map from here. So I plan to color this diamond with purple palette. I will put pink, purple, blue, baby blue and white as the main color. I will begin with using more purple color from the available gradient set. The gradient is still not perfect, but I will start to analyze from here. So this part is supposed to be the light area, while this area should be the shadow part. Analyze where the part of diamond you want to edit the color. Look at the baby blue color of the diamond. Then search for the baby blue in the gradient bar. Think of what color will fit the best for that area and replace it in the bar. I want to change it to purple. Since I already have purple there, I will use the node by slide it to my wanted area. You can either slide or change the node to color. Repeat this step to achieve your desired result. Here is my result. It might take a while to get used to the bar. However, once you're familiar with it, you can boldly experiment in putting a lot of color in the bar. I will show some gradient bar I've already created before. I try to create more hologram palette. Don't forget to click the gradient map to the wanted layer. For the last diamond, I will reuse the gradient map from the forest color in tips second. I've already saved the gradient map beforehand. Here's how it turns out. Application in artwork. I plan to add liquid in this artwork. I create new gradient map and reuse the previous purple gradient map. Because my background is white, I change the brightest color from white to orange pink. First, I erase everything on the layer mask. Then, I drew the liquid in the layer mask to only show the gradient map in the liquid form. Here is the final result. That's all my tips and tricks to apply gradient map. Don't be afraid to put random color and slide the node to create your desired gradient map. I hope this tutorial can be helpful for you all. Thank you.